I'm low-key pissed right now, bro. Because they found my secret out. They found out who I really am.
Who did?
Pull it up, bro. I used to play NBA. So, a lot of you kids might not remember this, but I've really been doing this. I used to play ball. I'm a podcaster now.
Life comes at you fast.
Yeah, real fast.
But, like, for the better. Like, that's like a shining example of better life. Because now, you know, being a podcaster is better than being in the NBA.
Is it? I make less money as a podcaster, though, because I was making millions.
Money doesn't define anything.
That's true.
It's just seasoning to life.
Money is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give your life a little bit of flavor.
Yeah. But what is your money worth in a dark cave that you're stranded in? Nothing.
You can maybe make it like a blanket out of some money or something, like weave it together.
No.
Maybe like a rope. Probably make some rope out of money.
I mean, because there's a good chance you don't got your cash on you, so, you know, your digital wallet is worthless without a charger.
Your digital wallet is also worthless when the government controls it and they shut you off.
That's only if you let the government all up in your wallet.
Well, that's actually well, you know, we're actually joking, but obviously we're joking, but there actually is some like digital government, like digital currency thing in motion right now with this company called Palantir, I think. You heard about this?
Nah.
So they're creating this like surveillance state where they'll be able to see and know everything everybody's doing. They're trying to switch us over from like cash to this digital currency that they will also control. Then if you step out of line, just turn your wallet off. You don't have any more money.
Yeah, like your social rating.
Oh, I said that the social credit score. They have that in China now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gonna get my ass. I'm gonna be the first victim as soon as they activate that program.
Why?
I don't know. I can't say it on the net, on the government's internet.
Yeah.
We could discuss this on Beyonce.
On Mark Zuckerberg's internet. Well, we saw that with Kanye. Kanye stepped out of line, said some things he wasn't supposed to. It seemed like they took all his. He stopped,
no, they tried.
He stopped being a billionaire for a little bit there.
Yeah, they tried. They tried to put a pause on his monies, on his accounts and stuff to the point where he wasn't going to be able to pay taxes, and then him having that hold on all his accounts, he couldn't pay taxes, and then they was going to come and lock his ass up for not paying
taxes. I just got a freaking bill from the IRS like a couple months ago for like cryptocurrency profits I had in 2021. And they sent me a $5,000 something bill. And the crazy part is I only made like $5,000 that year.
I was about to say, then that means you made some bread?
I didn't. So they made a mistake because I talked to the lady, which was also a side note, there's like one lady. If you get a bill from the IRS, it's this one lady in Richmond that handles everything. And it's hard as fuck to get her on the phone. I'm leaving her messages for like a week.
They need to get an AI lady.
That's on the way. She about to lose her job. Kind of happy about that. But not playing. But no, she was like, basically, if you make less than 11,000 profit, you don't have to pay anything. So I was like, I didn't make that. So I had to send in all my records and shit, and yeah, so I don't have to pay it.
Yeah, I think they just mainly they just kicking tires out there, man.
Seeing who would just be like, fuck it and just pay it.
Exactly, crooks.
Yeah.
What'd you call it? You ever seen those videos when they were training the IRS agents with guns and shit like that? They was doing like tactical moves.
They were training the agents how to be tactical? When would they have to use that?
Shit. That's what I'm saying. What, they was gonna come pull up and collect the money now?
What does that say, Karen? Yeah, if the IRS comes to your house, it's crazy.
With the
this is it right here?
Look.
Well, I mean, these aren't the people at the desk.
Yeah, it is.
Just from the office people?
New CIA. Look at that. Police, IRS.
The IRS police is crazy. That's what we need to be protesting, honestly.
You get shot in the spleen. I'm supposed to pay you back.
Yo, the crazy part is,
with
bro,
your life.
Wasn't the original American Revolution over like a 2% tax on tea? Correct, yo. Look that up, but I feel like the original we revolted over 2%, and now it's like 40. Everybody's paying like 40% minimum.
Man, the white people just wanted to put on a bunch of Indian costumes
at the revolution.
No, that was literally the Boston Tea Party.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait, what do you mean?
But they dressed up like Native Americans and they raided the ships, and threw all the tea in the water. And then they were dressed up like Native Americans and blamed it on the Indians or Native Americans. Forgive me for that, but they were just partying. Me and Sunny was there.
What did I just say, Karen? The tax on tea was set at 3 pence per pound. I don't know what a pence is.
It's a penny.
Worth now. Pennies? I don't know.
It is. So what are y'all talking about?
Really? So they
let me look that up.
Matter of fact, type in the Boston Tea Party. Why did they dress as Native Americans? To blame it on them, and for what reason though?
You see how you call it? You was like, "What's a pence?" Can you imagine a couple 100 years, people like, "What the hell is a Bitcoin?"
During the Boston Tea Party, colonists disguised themselves as Mohawk Indians primarily to conceal their identities and avoid punishment for destroying the tea. Okay, so it was just it was a costume, or it was a
costume party.
Yeah,
the Diddy party.
They had their identity. They also wanted to express solidarity with Native. So they're actually expressing solidarity with Native Americans and their struggle against British rule.
Who wrote this? Where you read this from?
It's AI. Google AI.
Man, keep going. Nah, hell no. I ain't gonna let them get away with that one. No, sir.
Additionally, this disguise served as a form of political theater, emphasizing their defiance of British authority and their growing sense of American identity. I don't know, but from what I know, the fucking tax was like very small compared to what it is now, and now we're just totally fine with 40% or whatever it is. It's like different in every state, and it seems like we just keep paying more and more tax money, but it's not actually doing anything. The country's just going to shit. You looking it up?
Oh my bad. Yeah, the value of pence.
He can look it up there.
I already found it.
What is it? Tell us.
I already told you.
A penny.
Yes.
1 penny. Okay.
It's valued at 0.01366630 USD.
So that's less than a penny. 0.01.
0.01 is 1 penny.
0.1 is a penny.
That's 10 cents.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right, I think.
Jeez Louise.
Wait, you sure about that?
You need to go back to
I think 0.1 is a penny, bro. 0.10 is 10 cents. The value of 1 pence would be... Am I tripping?
Where you go to school at, man?
Warwick.
Mm-hmm.
I did skip a lot. But yeah. How you doing, bro?
Hey, man, what we talking about math over here, man?
I was trying to learn something.
Well, pence is a penny.
Okay.
How you been, man? You good?
Good, bro. Good, bro. I appreciate you coming through in, the middle of World War III. Shit's cooking.
This ain't the middle. This is just the shore.
The shore?
Yeah.
I saw this one guy saying that military people actually consider the next World War as World War IV. They consider the Cold War as being World War III.
Oh, well, that's the war that never happened. That was just a shit-talking war. I mean, war is war, I guess. People died. Secret agents died.
Yeah.
A bunch of double O's got blown up.
You've been paying attention to what's going on with like Iran and Israel and all that?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to ignore that, man. That's that's like a real thing, man. Like, I think about it a lot because I just think about it in comparison to what we going through here. We really don't got shit to be complaining about. So it's naturally there. It sucks. But humans going human. And, with the social media, we just got front row seats pretty much. But, life goes on. I'm telling you, it's still fear-mongering going on and shit. So it's
for sure. Fear-mongering, propaganda.
Yeah.
People pushing their agendas.
Yeah, distractions. I was like, all right, they doing this. What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, all we could do is just, be together. Community.
Yeah. I know you just had a birthday. recently. Happy belated.
Thank you.
You gotta be about 85 now.
Yeah, and in this time.
Yeah.
Earth years. It's close to that.
Yeah. I did the 2075 interview with you and Sunny.
Absolutely.
Was that the only actually like interview you guys did together as Sunny and Gabe? Or have you guys done like a real interview together?
Yeah.
You did?
Oh yeah.
I gotta tap in.
Yeah, it's hidden. It's just solid. But I mean, what you talking about? Just like podcast wise? Podcast.
Just whatever.
It was the first podcast.
Yeah.
But
people don't know, but we actually filmed like a whole fucking hour-long conversation during that, but we ended up not dropping it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could do what you will. You could just do a remix with that. I don't know.
That's gone now.
All right, good.
I think it's on my old hard drive.
What happened to it? You lost it?
I just thought we decided not to do it, so I never even saved it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Cool. It was a moment. It was a good conversation.
Leave for the lore.
It was great.
Yeah.
Karen was there, right?
I think Karen was there.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? Our last episode was 2 years ago. That's where you announced yourself as Bugman, and I feel like you ran with it crazy after that. It's on flyers. You went on the news as Bugman.
Oh yeah.
It's a real thing.
Always been Bugman, but you expose it just like we expose your NBA career. But it's, at the same time, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I've been up to a lot of stuff, man. Even like not even to riff off the Bugman shit. I've already prior to that was already working on this book. Oh my God! All right, let's get you right. Let me sit up a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can pull it up now, then.
Oh, my bad. I'm not here.
You can turn it up. I super tightened it because it was loose. There you go.
This good?
Yeah. You said you've been working on a book?
Yeah.
About bugs?
Yeah. Yo, you pulling that up?
What is it?
Bugman.
Oh, this is the news?
My old boy was on the news with that. But
come on.
Yeah, it's a book. It's in work in progress, but it's a book that's like a children's book. Follows the lives of like some teenage ants, and it's like a very mixed media music incorporated into it. So I've been making songs as the bugs and stuff. So I got bug songs.
You said teenage ants?
Yeah.
How do you incorporate music into a book?
I got many. I can't really speak on too much. You know what I'm saying?
Is music playing from the book or?
No, it's just like world building. It's just a lot of different
pieces
mediums
to it. So the music won't be in the book, but it's just part of it.
Yeah, it's a band. The bugs are in a band.
The bugs are in a band.
Yeah. It's good though.
How long you been working on this?
Since like 2011. It started with me making, like, you know, I make beats and shit. So it started with me making these beats, and every now and then I make some beats and it just sounds like a bunch of ants made it. You know what I'm saying? So then that just turned into all the beats I put in a folder called Ants of the Parade.
Yeah.
Just not even thinking of it. And I just, like, over time, I just had all these beats and, like, every one. So, you know, whenever, you know, back in the day, I used to blow it down a little bit. And, you know, homies, they get high. I'm like, I want to hear some bug beats. And then you put them janks on.
Everybody just start itching and shit?
And then, I don't know, that, but why you think all bugs itch? What's wrong with you, man? But anyways,
that was speciest.
But that I did while we was listening to it, I was just like thinking, like, I'm about to just create a whole, you know, universe around these beats. And it's been growing. I finally got my illustrators, my art direction, and I got a project manager. It's pretty dope. It's coming together.
So the storyline is already finished. You have the story, and now you're just trying to bring that story to life. I was about to say, it's a lot of mood board scenes. It's just connecting. But I mean, overall, I got like the story. It's so many layers to this shit. It could branch in many ways. It's exciting stuff, man. You know, just seeing your ideas start to. I want to write a book one day.
Go from a little sperm into an embryo. A gamete. Sometimes
you gotta care for the sperm. You gotta be real delicate with the sperm. Hold up.
I'm gonna let y'all get that. I'm gonna let y'all get him on that one. Whoa, buddy.
I gotta make a compilation of just fixing people's mics. That boy Daddy was like, come on, man. So you've been working on this book. It's a teenage ant story. It's these teenage ants in the band. I feel like I was talking to Pump about it too, but I feel like you guys really dropped the ball on Bradley and the Stud Buzz band. That could have been successful.
They weren't ready. I got my apartment too.
Did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Proud of you, bro.
Without the band.
Yeah, you ain't need them.
I ain't need none of y'all.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just a manager. I was trying my best to be right, do right by everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Now it's funny because
Bobby
doesn't want to do any more Bradley content because he was like, bro, let's take a break on it because he was like, people been hitting him up and like people think that's all he does now is Bradley content. So he was like, bro, can we please do a Bobby skit?
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, yo, is that like your new art? Is that your new branding?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got that. And then that just turned when I was making the songs. That turned into me making my songs. So I got some stuff.
Some solo music.
Yeah, solo music. Then I got the Sunny and Gabe stuff is always there. I'm about to actually link with Shelly next month. Do some stuff. Hopefully while I'm out there in Atlanta, get up with Ellis naturally. And then I just been all over the place. I really just been chilling too, man. Like life.
Yeah.
Cooking. Grilling.
Ellis just called me like last week. He was like, yo, the album of the year just dropped or whatever.
Oh,
I was like, what you talking about? He was like, the Lee Orpio shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They just dropped the video with Chance. That was fire to see Ellis in that.
I fuck with that. Yeah, Ellis he been snapping. For sure.
Yeah, it seems like, him and DRAM were locked in, but it's like, if you ask me, I don't think he was dropping enough. Like, he's been running around with DRAM for the past, 2 years, and for the most part, he didn't drop shit for real.
That was just because you don't drop it.
No, I know he's been working behind the scenes.
I'm about to say, I heard them people over there got over 60-something nuclear bombs. They ain't dropping them, but they got it. You feel me?
What people are you talking about?
Shit, do your research, man.
In Israel?
Hey, man, relax, man.
Well, that is the thing that Israel
they about to be one less. You keep talking about this off world. Blow you off the fucking world, baby.
It'd be all right. I know you went on tour with DRAM. How was that? Why did the tour end? Like, I feel like it
it got
before
moved.
it was supposed to.
Yeah, it got moved. They were basing it around the release of the project and then these other opportunities with festivals, and it's just like October. So it was cool. I mean, I went to the show up in New York, and then for them to not have to worry about that, they just stayed out in New York and LA and just did the LA and New York thing. But yeah, that life is a little behind me, man. It's a lot.
The tour life?
Not just touring, just being out, running around and really getting to it. You know what I mean?
You like to go home?
I'm gonna get back to
it,
but I'm gonna do it in a different form. But
what kind of form would you like to do?
Well, I'm just saying, more of not the necessary the music industry aspect of it. Man, just tell me when to move the mic stand, man.
Just keep it right here. Keep it in front of you.
Man, you just be wanting to get up, man. I swear,
really,
man.
It's just like people feel like most people feel like they can't touch it or something, so they'll it'll be in one place and they'll move and just leave
bro, you
I'm like, bro, move the mic.
You got up, you moved it, sat down. 4 minutes passed. You came back and put it back in the
because you keep moving and not moving.
I'm not moving.
That's
Check
crazy, bro. Sit still, bro. Damn, bro. Bro, on one today. So you don't like the moving around too much these days, like the tour life. It's a little.
I'm 85 years old, bro.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, I'm gonna be back. But the thing is, it's just kind of like, it's just like, it's build time. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, one thing that, you know, the whole COVID shit and all that stuff is just like, at that point in my life, I was like, I was about to actually go move away for a little bit. I'm going to go to LA for a while. And it was just so much, just like this anxiousness and anxiety and sense of urgency and shit. But for what? You know what I'm saying? It was just like urgency, and just like, and then like, you know, that shit sat your ass down, sat the world down, the whole planet Earth. And I think a lot of people got to realize it's like, we needed that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was kind of like, this is all right. Because you don't know what you need until you know, get gifted it. But the thing about it was, that's just how I am, man. I'm just like really patient, observationist. I don't know what is that? Observative?
Observative? That
don't even sound right.
Right. It does sound a little funky, but I feel like that might be it. Observative. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. During COVID, that's when I kicked it up a notch. Like beginning of COVID, observative, yeah, it's less comments and observant. Yes,
I said both of those.
You said like 4 different words, so you covered all the bases. During COVID, I kind of just kicked it up to 100. That's when I really started. Like 2020, that's when I started.
It was a pivot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would, like, what they say, get busy living or get busy dying type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like. But when I was just saying with that, as far as like the emotions of moving and needing to be and doing this and third, it was just like, you know, me just sitting down was, you know, momentous for me to be like, let's sit down and breathe. Let's look before we leap type shit. Because I'm a very instinctual person. Like, I move off instincts. And like, you know, you fall into things like you say, you got, like, you know, you took advantage of COVID. And then you said that's when you start moving. And, you know, you can find out a lot about a person when you ask them what they was doing during COVID. Real talk.
Well, most of us were doing about the same stuff in the house, consuming content. At that point, that's when a lot of podcasts started and like a lot of content online. And everybody's numbers were doing really well because everybody was inside consuming shit all day. Mm-hmm. Then as the world opened back up, numbers started going down. People started quitting their podcasts, whatever they were doing. Tyler, the Creator, just said he thinks podcasts should be illegal or something. What did he say?
Okay.
Something like that.
Shock value. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he made a good point, but it's really like, come on, man. Leave people alone.
Yeah.
It's obviously it's enough out there for everybody on the planet because it's stuff you never heard of that's popping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's different worlds. It's like the Roblox kids and it's worlds. You know what I'm saying? You don't know anything and it's there. Like right now, if somebody busted in here with their phone playing Pokemon Go, it's damn Charizard right in the middle of this room right here. You know what I'm saying? And we can't see it because we ain't got the app or nothing. But who are we to say that it's not right there? It's right there. It's this world. It's a world. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would tell you, no, it's a Charizard right in your house right now. Because back in the day when they first did that Pokemon Go shit, it was just like they were using the map data, but they wasn't using parameters. So like, you know, it'd be a big ass Snorlax or something in your house, and people hop in the gate and trespass it because they need to get it.
That was happening?
Yeah.
People breaking into homes?
And all kind of shit. Yeah. They weren't breaking into the home, but you had to be like at least in the perimeter, so they was on people's properties.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. And then like when you think about like the access to data like that, you can start in the wrong hands. You can start manipulating shit. You know, like put the rarest Pokemon or whatever, and they got all these people running all the way over there to go get it. As soon as they get over there, sometimes scare myself with my.
That's dark. I be honest, I do remember the whole Pokemon Go wave. Like people were just on the fucking streets everywhere just doing it. I never got it, so I never even downloaded it.
It downloaded you. That's being your ass up there.
I like to set trends, Gabe.
You one of those trainers up there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a trendsetter. So COVID happened, and you were gonna go to LA and do a bunch of stuff. That sat you down. Did that put a pause on your plan of like wanting to leave? Do you still want to do that, or did that change your perspective and it's like, okay, I'm gonna just do it from here?
I didn't even want to leave in the first place. I was just doing it because it was the time to do it.
Why was that the time to do it?
I just had mad shit going on. I kept missing stuff because I wasn't there. But I wasn't going to like permanently move. I was just going to spend the summer there, 3 months. Because that's how I used to do. I used to just like 2 to 3 months in LA. Then I go make a pit stop in Chicago. Then I go to New York for a couple like weeks. And then I come back home for about a month. And then I just keep doing it. And it was like, it was great because, I mean, you're present, you know. I feel like, you know, out of sight, out of mind is a real thing. So I always would keep it fresh. But every time you leave somewhere, you know, you're gone elsewhere for 3 months. So then every time you get back there, it's like you're back. So it was always like a homecoming. It was good.
Yeah, you can overstay your welcome sometimes. Be too many places too often.
Yeah, you could do all of that, but also who cares? You know what I mean? Like real talk. Like that's one thing that, you know, I feel like people need to just like zoom out. Zoom out of the planet. Zoom out of your little bubble. Zoom out here. You ever be like in an airplane and you flying somewhere and then you see all that minuscule shit back on you like, whoa, this shit, okay. You know what I mean? Like zoom out.
Yeah, that's what a lot of like all the astronauts say that have been to space when they like look at Earth from space. It's like they realize that all the things we argue about or like stress out about or really don't mean anything. And then it's also they get this overwhelming sense of like, yo, it's just us. It's like nothing fucking out here. We're just this little ass dot.
Did you read? Did
we're
you
just like
get that from a podcast of Katy Perry?
No, I didn't. They were coming at her crazy. Like it was just so beautiful. Like they were there for like 2 seconds.
Hey, 2 seconds more than me. Two seconds more than I'll ever be up there. I ain't going up there.
They had a whole plan. Yo, can we see what's up with this plan, Karen? They had a whole plan to open this like entertainment center in orbit. We might have talked about this last time. It was supposed to open in 2027. I don't see it happening by then. But it's supposed to be like
exponential
sports
growth.
That is a thing. But they were talking about it would be like hotels, like sports, like stadiums, casinos.
You know what that is? That's what they all
saving.
saving. They all saving up money right now to go up there when shit hit the fan here. Maybe we not invited, man.
I'll be honest, bro. I'm not really scared to die. Like, it is what it is.
I love that, man. It's a real
honestly, if it was like an alien invasion or like some zombie apocalypse shit, it would, in one hand, it'll be like super scary, but in one hand, it'll be interesting. Like, okay, like,
what's the worst way you don't want it to go? Like,
drowning.
Including all that
drowning.
shit.
I feel like drowning would be crazy.
Planet flood.
A big planet flood. I mean,
do you ever have a dream about the big wave?
No, I don't have a dream, but I'm actually watching Geostorm right now. So that is part of it. But I feel like drowning would be the worst way to die. But if it is a big tidal wave, you're probably not going to drown because you're probably going to be carrying a lot of shit. Yeah, from the impact. It wouldn't be like, yeah.
So maybe mermaids.
What about them?
Dragging you under.
Ooh, raping you. Be crazy.
Yo, chill.
Yo, like, you remember the 13th year? Remember that Disney movie? The 13th year? You never seen that? No. Yeah, bro. It was a guy, he got left as a baby, like on this like lady in her husband's boat, and then he grew up when he turned 13, he started turning into a mermaid, like a merman. That's him right there. It was a good one.
What the hell is that on his hand?
That's him turning into a merman. That's beginning stages. Bro.
You had nothing better to watch. Okay.
You didn't? Okay, well, since we're on it, did you watch Disney movies? What's your top Disney movies?
No.
They had some good bug ones. You didn't watch those?
Oh, yeah, Bug's Life. That was cool. But overall, we want to talk about Disney. I thought you were talking about those little C-side, B-side kind of Disney movies. Are you talking about the real Disney movies?
That was a real Disney movie.
That is not a real Disney movie.
How is it not? What do you mean? You got like shit like that, High School Musical, with Cheetah Girls.
What is this, bro?
I don't remember what this is. There was there's also a really good Disney movie was one about these dudes that were rollerbladers or like inline skaters. Brink, yeah, that was
fire.
I used to inline skate.
I don't think that was Disney, was it?
I think it was.
You thinking about the Cheetah Girls?
That was a hard one too. We are sisters.
Okay.
Is that Disney?
Does that say Disney?
Was that their old logo? Why does that look like a CIA logo?
I used to watch Bug Juice back in the day. You ever watch that?
Nah.
You ever watch that?
Yeah, why'd you say it like that?
Because that was a jam. That was like Love Island for kids.
Oh, this is okay. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be an anime.
It was a reality TV show, like at a camp, and it was literally Love Island for 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds.
That's kind of dark.
Not really. It won't. They didn't just make out the whole time.
Yeah.
That's why I get it. What is this Love Island shit?
I actually just got hip to it last night. My girl was watching it.
Oh yeah, you got a girl. You definitely gonna be watching it, even if you don't want to.
I wasn't watching it. I'll put some other shit on.
I'm trying to cash out on that jank.
On Love Island.
Oh yeah, I'm about to get a little theater, throw some damn watching parties. When is the premiere? I mean the finale.
That's a good one.
I'm telling you, man, they've been doing it. They've been going on.
I do think there's room to be throwing like these some more creative events. I know you've started this. What'd you call it? Pop-up restaurant series.
Yeah,
like
I mean, I didn't just start it myself, but you know, it's my crew, my team.
Yeah, can you explain us like what that is? I think you did the first one. How was the first one?
Oh man, it was great. You know, it's a collective of creatives. They go by Laban, and they were pretty much debuting this space that used to be Costa Mott. It's called the Ace now. It's just like a group of people that just want to come together and just do things. Like Laban was behind the sit down I did with the mayor, and then they were behind.
And Costa Mott is the place where you spoke to the mayor, right?
Yeah,
same place. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a rebrand and taking over. But so then the restaurant, man, we found it started off with just a vibe of wanting to throw a dinner, and we basically say, yo, let's just create our own restaurant. Like, let's create something that's missing. That's basically what it is. What's missing? So I was just like, man, let's bring back Rainforest Cafe, man. Let's do that shit, right? Let's running back Rainforest Cafe.
What was that? Rainforest
Cafe, man. You got, if you know type shit. But it used to be in MacArthur Mall. It's actually a national chain, but MacArthur Mall used to be the alligator, and then while you eating, it'll be like thunder, and then it'll make mist and rain come out, and like when you walking in, it's like trees and plants, like you in a rainforest. And then they just, the menu had chicken tenders and pizza, and nothing to do with the rainforest. It was gross, actually, but the experience was fire. So I was like, let's do the experience. So I made a playlist to like help jog everybody's ideas in the group.
Just rainforest sounds?
No, it was like it's like a playlist that got like Bossa Nova and
right
Island and Jam. Yeah, you see that shit?
That looks fire.
It is.
That looks crazy, actually.
You could get lost in that jank, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they knew I was up to stuff like, gotta go to the bathroom. They already knew. I'm about to go run around this jank. No, they had they got alligators, all kinds of shit, man.
They had real alligators in there?
No. But the alligator, I mean, it was still a big ass alligator. It was real enough.
Okay.
If we had camera phones back in the day, we was gonna take some flicks with that thing.
Damn,
boom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
Boom.
This
Don't
was
that thing
before
look
camera
real?
phones?
Huh?
This was before camera phones?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I mean, it's still Rainforest Cafes around, but I'm talking one we had in MacArthur Mall.
Yeah.
That was like...
So that kind of inspired this
well, that's what I was just
pop-up
saying.
restaurant
Yeah, so
series.
we had like Mist and then Kip Poole, Kip is a dope chef. And we were like, yo, Kip, let's do this shit. And he was like, well, let's highlight some chefs out here so they can really do what they want. Because, you know, it's great culinary opportunities out here, but these chefs out here are like so good, but like the restaurants that they are at aren't really, you know, pulling it out of them. Like they, you know, it's not really demanding.
They just have to do the generic
best
stuff.
Yeah. So, you know, like the first item on the menu was ants. It was
Stop playing.
Chicanta ants. Yeah, for sure. It was.
Did y'all import these ants?
Yeah, they were imported
from where?
Mexico. And these, you can look it up. Look at chicanta.
That's like a diet food because it's just like you're just eating small ass ants.
No, but the thing about chicanta ants, it's like, it's a Mexican.
Wait, y'all was really eating ants, bro?
Chicanta ants, they only come out twice a year, right? So the harvest is crazy. They're like very rare and they're a delicacy. But what you do, they'll send it to you. He just passed a picture. It was like down there. They come and it looks like cocoa like chocolate. And you just grind it up into a powder.
And what do you put? Like, what do you put it on?
Shit. Well,
what is it?
The way he did it was on top of like some kind of corn puree situation. It was a Mexican inspired, but like Amazon jungle. So that was like the opening entree. And the next joint, you know, we had like some Brazilian, you know, Brazilian nut milk and.
What kind of milk?
Yeah, I think I ought to see where you was going. But yeah, but we have all kinds of crazy shit, bro.
Wait, the first dish on the menu is ants. That's crazy to me. What does that thing have? Like, do those ants have a flavor? Like, what do you season?
Yeah, it's
like?
It's nutty. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, bro, but it's definitely got similarities to like a sage nutty chocolate. It's earth. It's earthy.
And did the people enjoy it there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, these chefs are great. You know what I'm saying? They were really good.
Well, I guess technically, if you season anything right, anything will be good.
It was good.
You know what I mean?
I'm talking about this is high dining. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some pictures so you could possibly just throw them up there.
Okay.
But
isn't there a video like on your go to his Twitter? There is actually a video where you can see the table and you can see because you guys had like the fog on the bottom.
Oh
or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, what was real vibes in there?
Did y'all have some damn protein there? What was the protein?
We had chicken dish, we had steak, we had
Just keep going down. It's not too far.
We had don't forget one. Oh yeah, and some scallops.
Scallops.
It was some good ass food, man.
What was the permit situation like for being able to throw this event, like with it being like this pop-up restaurant? Because I know the permit, like Virginia Beach is not messing around with permits right now. After this,
all right, is this Vlog TV or some shit? You acting like the police out here, bro.
Am I?
What is this dude talking about permits?
I'm just trying.
Can y'all just play the video? Not this one.
Not
show the food, man. He talking about permits. You see them damn fog machines?
The police get lost in that bitch. They come in.
God. Permits and nah.
Go to my
Get this Vlog TV. All right, that's the menu, right?
Where the ants at?
The picture's not there. But you see that?
Who are the chefs? Chef Kit Poole, Ryan Drake.
Evan Drake.
And
go all the way down.
And Kit Poole again.
Nah,
Go.
I feel terrible right now. I can't remember.
Was there three chefs? There's a third one.
Sarah.
Go to the off-road Instagram, Kieran. The only reason I'm bringing up permits is because the Virginia Beach Police just made this post the other day.
Missed that.
The Virginia Beach Police made this post the other day and like posted all these events they canceled because they had no permits. But look at the names of the events, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at the name. I hate home.
First day out.
First
Rated
day out.
R.
Wet and Wild. Project X.
What does that say? Wet what?
Wet and Wild, maybe.
All these shits.
No curfew.
Go up. Hold it. Go back up to the 20th.
I am not going to an event called I Hate Home. Like,
what's that one on the 20th?
Swear.
Going wild on my birthday. I missed
something going wild.
That's messed up, though.
It does look like an R. Swear going.
Or sweet. Sweet.
Well, anyways, they all shut down. That's
crazy. But where did they post that up?
Virginia Beach Police put that on their Instagram, and then I just screenshotted it.
They made that. They put that up.
Yeah.
I hate home.
Oh, you think they made it up?
Yo, please look. Who are the promoters? I need to talk to these. Oh, wait, is this all on one flyer?
Yes.
This
That's
is
all Virginia
somebody's
Beach.
series. Yes, it is.
Oh, see, I didn't even catch that.
What
Okay.
did that say? Week? Blah, blah, blah week?
I mean, senior week.
Oh, that's fire. See, we ain't do it right. And they shut what down, though?
The whole thing, the whole week of events.
Is this just at...
Go back to the Virginia Beach police post. Like, go to their caption. Go to VP police. Can I go? I'm 13. No, you can't go. What the fuck?
Yo, send me a link to this, man. I'm gonna have fun with that post.
Bro said, "Can I go? I'm 13." His mom probably fucking walked in his room as he was typing that. He locked his phone real quick.
Yo, no curfew.
That shit has 13,000 likes though.
I saw that.
Yeah.
The grand finale of I Hate Home is hilarious. Who made this flyer, man? I need to hit them up. This is genius.
Yeah, so they're not playing around in Virginia
Oh,
Beach.
they call it Sweek.
Sweet. I don't know what that means. Maybe like a play on sweet and freak.
Senior week.
Oh, senior week. Okay.
Ooh.
Beach week. The crazy part is like I know like people from North
That
Carolina.
the oceanfront? It sure is. They was gonna take a look. DMV beach takeover ever.
Yeah, they ain't taking shit over now. You saw that post that's been going viral about Virginia Beach when there was like this like AI voice talking about the history of Virginia Beach. It's like this post that just went viral recently. It's like an AI voice talking
just
about
lying,
Virginia Beach.
spewing anything.
You think it was lies?
It was some very false information up there.
Which one? Are we talking about the same video when they talked about
when
the
it's just
length of the
looking
beach and shit?
The longest,
Well, I know that's real because I've heard that before.
pleasure beach.
That's a fact.
No, but it was something else that was just like.
I think they said that's where Columbus landed, or something like that. Like that's
they
like
were
the
saying
first
the
Americans.
yeah,
That's where they
said stuff
came
like
on
that.
to like this continent is at Virginia Beach.
I mean, it's in the comments. People were fact checking them.
So they were lying. I saw this video. Thirsty Camel.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't really like these AI things.
Yeah, the AI videos are a little weird. I will be honest.
At least I could like spot them though.
For now.
But to be honest, you put that power in my hands, we're gonna have a good time. Cause that shit is endless, right?
You could do anything.
All right.
Well,
But
I'm
you
sure
know,
there's-
it's the process again. You know what? You got to get a nice, fast enough computer and the program,
No,
and
because
subscription and all this other
well, you
stuff.
have to buy. It's all running off of their server, so you can have any computer. But you do. It's like $250 a month for the VO3. Or didn't you say this drop, Karen? It's $20 a month now, but it's like that's like the low tier or whatever.
Yeah, all right. So what's like the tiers? What are they providing?
I think the different amounts of tiers is like you get like more storage memory. Like you can make like one video a month or like 3 minutes worth of stuff a month, or like you get different restrictions like that.
I'm not mad at the tool because honestly, it's just another medium, like a tool. Or, yeah,
It's a tool.
It's
a
game.
tool.
It could be a video game.
You still have to prompt it. You have to. You have to.
Yeah, that's all I
tell it
always
what
say.
to
Ain't
do.
nobody mess with my prompts now.
Yeah. You got to be a prompt pimp. I know Maddie's hates the AI flyers. I've been seeing her tweet about that.
I mean, that's the thing about it. You can hate the AI flyers. I don't necessarily want to say the AI flyers suck. It's just the amount of creativity going into them, the lack of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can, because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure if Maddie got up on one of those things, she'll come up with a really dope flyer. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because you're going to tweak it to your taste. But I think she's just mainly just saying the laziness of the flyer. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'm about to start making my flyers in Braille because people don't see shit, apparently. You put all the information, you pay somebody to make the flyer, and then they don't comment on it at what time. I'm like, oh shit, I need to put it in Braille so they blind ass
so they
can
feel
feel
it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just make Braille flyers. Cause y'all obviously ain't reading nothing. You can't see nothing.
You just got to.
That's that.
You got to pull up to everybody's house individually and tell them all the information.
Nope.
So you're talking about this pop-up restaurant.
Yeah, that was the first of the series we're gonna be doing with different chefs. I'm gonna eventually get up there and have some chefing.
I think you guys are doing it once a month, right?
Yeah, we were going to, but just to like preserve our sanity and make sure we could bring the highest quality. It's probably gonna be like seasonal, and then more grandiose. But overall, it's like, it's open to most people. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end, we make sure we get the people that we invited and stuff. And then at the end of it, if there's spaces, then that's when we start promoting to our own personal networks. So when it goes into permits and all this stuff, it's not necessarily like a open public event to have to get a permit. It's like basically saying...
It's like a birthday party.
Yeah, it's basically
Rules,
saying
like,
everybody throwing some bread so you can eat and hire it. It's nothing like... I mean, if they want to come in and then try to be like, well, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you guys are trying to make it special and like import foods from different countries and do like different stuff. So that might get hard to do once a month. Like you said, it might be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Well, that was the thing. It don't got to... Like, at the end of the day, it's still other chefs. So when it does pick up, it could be... the chefs are outsourcing, so it's different chefs. They have months to prepare for their moment. It's literally about the task of building this restaurant experience. You know what I'm saying? Like Anita, she built the tables out and put like this whole, what you call them things, terrarium habitat in the middle of the table. Is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is time. This is like us. We didn't make profit or anything. This is just people want to do some art in the culinary field, but also just like making a place for people to meet and an experience. It's like, it was fire. It's just pointless, but.
No, I think that's a cool addition to our scene. The DJs have been doing a lot of cool stuff. We have like the Dome just opened up, so we're having these different size venues. I was just talking to Raisa. We had her up here recently, and I was telling her how it feels like the infrastructure of our scene is being built out more with these different venues. I was saying, like, I feel like the infrastructure of our scene is being built out more, right? So we have these different size venues. We have different people throwing different things. And I think right now, our next step, which I think Rock the Dock is doing it the best way, is to figure out how to reach the general public out here. Yeah. Because we have a certain group of, I've been saying it's like, let's say 500 to 700 people that know about the creative scene and they'll come out to stuff and that are fans of it. But we haven't figured out how to reach the general public.
I mean, I feel like naturally the DJs are doing that because it's nightlife and people go out in the nightlife and you're going to run into the DJs and then, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just kind of like, you got different versions of scenes. So when you say like this scene and this and third, you still need to make sure the balance of the ecosystem of scenes are still there because you don't want to force crash them together and it just doesn't work. All these events don't need extra people there. It's okay for something not to be completely packed out. It's okay for the general public not to be in this other shit that they're not going to have a good time at. You know what I'm saying? Then they're going to start. You know what I mean? Like, you need to, a lot of these situations are spaces that need to be protected and nurtured. So if people were there when they seen the story and how it was built and the grind of everybody, they're more susceptible to not be cutting up and doing crazy shit because it's like, that's their spot too. But when you got just random strangers coming in, they just like... You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out.
I haven't heard anybody have that take, like that we don't want the general public at everything.
You don't. You can make general public events. But with that being said, do we need general public? No, but would we like more funds and more people make more money? Yes, but do we need somebody that's going to come into our scene where we make it, acceptable to be yourself and all that stuff, and then let some bigots be in there and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, because the door don't need to be open for everybody. It's not that
I can-
desperate.
Yeah, I can see that. And I guess the best example of that is like you'll see at like a lot of these creative events where it is mainly creative, like the creative crowd there. It's never really drama there. It's everybody's like chill, like respects each other. It's a good vibe.
Yeah.
But these places where the general public is where you'll find those things, the drama and
Crazy shit.
people not caring about each other and just kind of just being on some other shit.
Yeah.
I can see that. I think we need to expand our scene as far as like we need more creatives. Like a lot of people are trying to fight over these certain positions.
That's how you should say it. Like, yes, it needs to be a beacon for more. We need to go out there and find the creatives, but also a lot of creatives, it's a detachment to the scene the scene that they would need. A lot of creatives are just like, they eventually discover it. You know what I'm saying? And then like,
They
damn, where
eventually
have y'all
discover
been?
our scene.
Yeah, they be like, where have y'all been my whole life type shit. But I'm not gonna lie, from people I met, the most creative people are antisocial. They just in the crib type shit. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like you just gotta make different styles of event because some people get anxiety going out late. Some people be like 10 to 2. That's crazy. I don't know who the hell y'all are. Because when you think about 10 to 2, it's kind of crazy. So you do events like in the daytime and like, August 1st, bringing back the Granby Street block party that they had took away a couple years ago. So
When was the last one of those? I'm trying to remember if I was at one of those.
the last one might have been in September 3 years ago, 2022.
Granby Street Block Party.
It
Was that around the
that's
Mi-
when
the
that's
Mighty
when they
Dream Forum?
blocked that's when they blocked the streets off. You could just walk around the streets with drinks on Granby Street.
Was that around the time of the Mighty Dream Forum, or was that before that?
That was a year before.
Okay.
No. That was
That was part of that?
nah. That was the same year though.
Okay.
Mighty Dream was early November. I think the last Granby Street block party was September.
I think, bro, I don't know, maybe you can tell me what you think, but I'm always just trying to figure out ways to expand the reach of our scene and build opportunities for like our creators to make money and keep going, right? And I think what that would take is one, reaching more people in our area. Two, expanding our scene to have more creatives, so our initial crowd is bigger. That I call us the early adopters. And three is figuring out a way to project what we're doing here with the internet to places outside of here, so people from other states or cities like want to come and experience what we're doing. So I think that's the code, which it sounds simple to say, but it's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. It takes that's the forum that you need more people in because that is all fueled by support, particularly online type shit, right? It's just people want to know about shit that a lot of people are into. So like the good ideas, there need to be something behind it, and then that's when it's naturally going to spread. Because then people are like, I want to go there. I mean, you already seen it with the DJ, with the social supply setup and all that stuff. Like people don't even know where it's at. And most of the comments, where is this? And then the other half of comments, I can't believe this is in the beach. Like I can't believe this is in Norfolk. I can't believe like where does this happen? Because they try to find out like why that, like how do I get involved? That's the beacon right there that is attracting. That's the people you want to attract that want to come, not just like I'm here. Now what? You know what I'm saying? Like that preview, that window in is what that's the people you want. You want to have a window to your joint and they want to be like, I want to be down with that shit. So when you were saying like getting it out there to other things, it's just the art, the art, the focal point just needs to be fire. Like that snippet of the window of what is going on got to be like captivating. That's just naturally what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't really no schemes and shit. Just make it just good. And honestly, it's just like the best stuff usually ain't even planned to be the best stuff. So just create.
Just create. I think especially with events, really anything you're doing creative is you have to keep in mind that you're doing a service for others.
Absolutely.
Like it's not really about you.
It ain't.
Yeah.
Because if it was. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of stuff I do is just off of the pure need of like to do it. It's not, I don't really have a goal for it. It's just I can do it. and I will do it. It's easy for me to do it. I'll do it. And then like if it's difficult, but a lot of the events and stuff I do too is like me trying to stimulate a friend's business, and they would be like, "Yo, Gabe, help me out with this." And I do a lot of that. So I'm like, just whatever.
These different like venues and stuff.
Yeah, but also but it's just it is what it is. But the thing is, I'm a big fan of everybody doing their own thing too, because at one point it won't shit going on, and it was just like, and then my boy D, he was like, I didn't even think of it. Like, I was just out of town. He was just like, yo, what's going on? Why? Do you know every time you leave or something, there'll nothing be going on? I'm like, well, why is that? But that was like right after they shut down Slow Dive, and Thank You, dipped out. And it was just like, it was a bubbling force that just got. So then it was just kind of rebuilding it. And now it's like, as you can see, it's nuts. It's
going crazy. It seems like a lot of other venues opened up. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Well, it was a lot of venues that got to see the example that there was money to be made. And it's not all like the shit that they push on the news is like shooting here and that happened there. And like we're still having very successful big events and underground illegal. Is that what you want to hear?
I don't want you to incriminate yourself.
Underground illegal things.
Cut that out. It's like,
no, but at the end of the day, we still did all that, and it was like no problems and stuff. And then these other venues, I seen it too, start spreading. Other venue owners are getting their night off. They come in and like, whoa, what the hell? How do I get this? Then you get to go in there and renegotiate some outlandish contract that you ain't even have over here. But if you want that, you got
because you have that proof of concept now.
Give me gotta have all I can eat here on Tuesdays. You just get to make anything up. I have this budget for the DJs. I need this, and they don't know. They just want that, and then that's when it grows. Now it's like actually progress. Now I got a bigger budget to pay other DJs, and then like I kind of was like the first one out here that was putting 4 DJs on every event. You know what I'm saying? It used to be 1, 2. I started just coming out like bam, bam, like 4, and now that's like a norm right now. And that honestly, it gave a lot of opportunities and experience situations for DJs to get more gigs, and because it's just 4, and you got more DJs on events,
and that's due to these venues giving you the bigger budget.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, not really. I'm just saying, like, me, don't get me wrong. It was some of it. It was just kind of like, I don't really get paid that much. I'm just doing it for the scene of the end goal to grow it. But overall, it's like you start to realize, like, all right, it's different things. All right, where is this guy? Like, when you get out of that like beginner for DJ kind of thing, and then, all right, now start branching out to your own. It's just more of just starting like a platform for it. Because you got to think it's like a 1-hour set is completely different from a 4-hour set. That's how we came, that's where we came from. We was doing 4-hour sets on a reg. And now it's weird out here to see just one DJ name on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? It's just like.
It does feel weird to see one.
Yeah, it's like nobody else was like, this is how we did it back in the day. But for the most part, though, it's interesting to see like the pendulum swing to, all right, like trying to balance this, and like now this is the the fallout from doing it this way. So let's move it this way, and this is fallout. I don't think it's never going to be a perfect balance, but it's great.
Is there a slow time of the year, like as far as events?
Hell yeah.
What's the slow time?
When it's brick outside. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't know.
What were you doing?
Well, we were outside in the winter.
That's not as much.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it might be around time where people are broke, or people might get like.
Yeah, that's when it's breakout.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got dragged through the coals for Christmas. And you get dragged over into January, and then you got whatever you did Valentine's Day, and then I guess you get a little bit of tax money. Then you gotta. It's just not going on. Like people aren't going out.
Spending money like that.
It's just not a good time of year, at all.
Do we have any local creatives? Like, do they have anything in the works? Like at the Dome? I think the Dome is officially
the Dome
open
is,
now.
Live Nation.
So somebody was telling me something about. So like only Live Nation people can perform there. Like how does that work?
Nah. It's just they not really invested in
The scene.
Yeah, I mean they don't need it. It's a corporation. They still, I mean, for the opening show, they did they got somebody to book like Chris Keys and Fuzzman did it and stuff. You know, that was them like saying what's up to the community. But like right now on their agenda, they're in the red right now. They ain't worried about all that community engagement right now. It's just kind of like, let's get these shows out. Like they're sticking to their plan right now that they had before they even built the shit. So I mean,
They
it's
probably
a
had
corporation.
they probably had like
But
the
everything
first year
surrounding
already
is gonna be
booked
good.
up.
Huh?
I was saying they probably had like the first year of stuff already booked up of what's going to happen there.
Somewhat.
But also, I mean, community engagement is important, involve the community. But it's not like we're looking
to build to that point.
But it's not like we're looking for a handout. I'm just saying, like, what if there's a like Rod or Traptastic or something? Like, you see what they're doing at Rocket Docks, selling out 1,000 tickets in like 30 minutes.
They definitely.
So if a local creative can sell that out, why? That's not a handout. I'm
at the
selling
end
that
of
shit
the day,
out.
you're still going to be playing ball to Live Nation. Like, I don't even think you would want to do that, to be honest.
Really?
Unless you are booking like a big act. You know what I'm saying? But as far as for a party, you're going to have to rent it out from them. It's not going to be worth it at all. Like, it's not time yet. It's just not time for the Dome yet. That's all I can say. Like, Live Nation is Live Nation.
Is there other like smaller venues in Atlantic Park that maybe could be activated? Because I haven't been out there yet. I'm supposed to do a podcast with Alec and Robbie at Atlantic Park.
Yeah, it's almost presentable. But I mean, they got stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's like stages and events, but it is space.
No, I'm talking about like smaller venues.
We were even saying, yeah, but there's a restaurant and stuff, but overall,
you're planning on the city around that to be activated more.
Yeah.
Because the people are becoming there to
inclusive
that.
though, walking through all that. Like I'm just saying, like the only thing right now that's going out there is kind of messed up is the parking stuff, and it's just like the park itself did take over 2 parking lots, so now this parking is chaotic out there,
And it was already chaotic.
and
They charge like $50.
Now it's $40, $50.
Yeah, bro, that's actually,
I don't even want to.
I don't understand that, bro. If you have an establishment and I'm coming there to spend money, why don't you have a parking spot for me? That makes no sense to me. I feel like parking should be free everywhere.
They can't help it because it did start off. It won't free, but it did start off with city parking, public parking, and they taking all of those away. It's not them taking it away. It's not their fault.
I'm just talking about that because that's a thing in every city you go to.
Yeah, because that's land. They're not going to own extra land just for parking. If you ain't going to make no money off of it. If it's a hub that is supposed to be a walkable city, in a walkable situation, then the city is supposed to provide parking, not the businesses that's already paying taxes to the city to do so.
I mean, if people don't have anywhere to park, they can't come to your business and spend money with you.
Come on, man.
Aren't they supposed to build like a train or something going through the strip too?
What the hell?
Do you remember that? Somebody was talking about that a while ago. I don't know.
Exponential growth. So hopefully by 2030 we can go launch up to the damn Hubble Space Club.
The Space Club would be crazy. I want to be the first podcaster in space, bro.
You want to be the first podcaster in space?
I'll do a little pod in space.
Then the lady from Good Morning America was already up there.
Did she do a pod though?
Oh, you want to do a pod?
I want to do a pod. In orbit, spark a cigarette. They're like, no! The whole shit just explodes. I really want.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
You got Larry over here. You talking about space, and you don't never talk about no damn aliens out here, man. Come on, man. All this stuff.
It's just some things I can't talk about.
Okay.
It's not time yet.
Go ahead. What do you got to talk about?
I really wanted to get your perspective on getting older and continuing to create and follow your dreams and your passions. I feel like I've talked about this on the show a few times. I think I talked about it with Raisa. I mentioned you and like Sunny and Rod. You guys are the examples I see.
We the old heads. What?
I don't want to call you guys. No, I don't want to say old heads because you guys aren't old and there's people obviously older than you. But it's like you guys are the people that I've seen that have been doing it out here successfully for like a long time. And it seems like you're still on the up and up. Your drive is still there. You're still hungry. You're still ambitious, still finding new ways to create and be impactful in the city. Like, what is your perspective on just keep going? Like, because we're not famous yet. You're not like this superstar that's like out of this world, but like you're still building on what you have in the scene and doing things outside of the scene. Like, yeah, how do you look at that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like the superstar thing ain't really, I don't think that's everybody's goal in the first place. I feel like it's just, I don't want to be no superstar. It's annoying. But the thing about that is, yeah, you might want your works to be successful and, lucrative. But overall, if you a true creator, you just create. It ain't necessary like on some shit where it could be looked at as a hobby or anything, but it's literally a way of being. Like, if that's what you've been doing, that's what you do. You know what I mean? Like, literally, it's just, I don't really think it's like, all right, let me create. Don't get me wrong, you can get knocked off of your path with burden, obstacles, like even just babies and families,
life
sickness,
stuff.
life, yeah. That can knock you off enough to make you like have to fight your way back to get to creating. But naturally, I just feel like some people are just so creative. They just gotta spew it out. Like Sunny is a creative being.
I also thought about her when you said there's like a lot of the most creative people are antisocial that just want to stay in the house. That's definitely Sunny.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of times I'll invite her, so she's like, I'm not going outside today. Like that's her thing. Like when I get her outside.
Like, get out of here.
Did you see her on the skit, the Baywatch, the Bay Day thing?
No, I didn't see it yet.
Oh my God. We'll show you that. Pull that up. Turn it up on your laptop too. I'm surprised you didn't see this.
Pull it up.
Well, I think you were actually supposed to DJ there, but bro said that you...
No, I was hosting it the first...
Because it got moved. So he hit me up to do some promo for it. Actually, his name is Gabe too, from Shake Norfolk.
Yeah, I know Gabe.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Turn it up on your laptop.
Oh, I saw it started. I didn't know what it was. Oh, that's 0.
Slow it down, man. Doesn't look too good.
He walking like...
It's the sand, bro.
Look good and save lives. You pay attention? Don't just save their life, look good and save their life, all right? It's very important, and it's Bay Day, okay?
Look good and save lives. That's real.
Most people don't even save one life. For real.
Me and Sunny are about to do some more skits.
No, she's hilarious, dog. Funny.
You mentioned earlier, the kind of last question, you have some solo music on the way. You have some music with Sunny on the way. Sunny stuff, well, I think the last time, what was that? What does that mean? I think the last song you guys put out, was that the Christmas song? The actual last Sunny and Gabe song?
No, no.
No? What was the last song?
Oh, I was waiting for the next question.
Okay.
The last song was Top Down.
Top Down?
Yeah, I think it, I put it out on my birthday. Right after that Christmas record.
Okay. Because I remember the Christmas one because that got decided to drop on the show. You remember that?
Yeah, I
Sunny
remember
called
y'all
you.
was saying, yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope. That's art, man. That's art.
That's art?
Yeah, it's the waves. It's like...
It just happens.
It starts with an idea and it ripples and then ripples turn to waves. Then you drown.
Then you drown. Yeah, literally everything about that song got thought about here. Even the Muppets idea, right? So it was like, we should do like a Muppets video. And like, that's what it was.
Then we made a puppet making workshop. And everybody came over and made puppets of themselves.
That was fire.
That's fun. You know what I'm saying? That's some fun shit. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? You still get to turn up and whatever, but it ain't necessary like just going to some club, having somebody bash you over the head for a drink. You know what I'm saying? Everybody right now, it's not even necessary like on some.
Wait, what do you mean bash you in the head?
I'm just talking about like prices, like, you know, people need to make money and shit. Like, but at the end of the day, I don't like dragging people out their crib and like, come spend some money. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I do like about your events. Most of your events are no cover.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, in the description, it'd be like, no cover, no worries, or some shit like that.
Yeah, no cover, no worries.
Love that.
Yeah. Because it's just like, yo, let's just have fun, man. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty, if you move people, there's going to be plenty of opportunity to make money in other aspects. So, and it's like, me making money ain't really, I'm not like, and I have no problem with anybody doing it because people don't have no problem paying and shit, but I like to make the door feel easily accessible. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before where I was like, damn, I would want to go, but I ain't got no money to go.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can come and you haven't got a drink. You know what I'm saying? You can have your steel reserve in your car.
That's crazy. If you have a steel, it's getting hot in the car.
But
it's an extreme heat warning right now. You better not have a steel reserve in the car.
Gravity. No, but for real, you know, please don't drink no steel reserve and come to any of my events. For the love of God, please. I rebuke that. Anyways,
but I do.
But you know what I'm saying? You could come in free. You don't got to do anything. Like, you know, meet some people, have the time of your life, and not spend a penny.
I do like when event coordinators are aware of the people's economic situation. Economy is kind of fucked up right now.
Yeah.
We still want to party.
Absolutely.
On a budget. You know? So no cover is a great way to go.
Yeah. And I always try to incorporate some kind of special, food special, drink special, something. But I mean, overall, it's just like, you know, I would rather people go to some shit where it's like one of my fellow people out here throwing a joint where it's like motherfuckers I trust and they got the scene and the crowd on lock that nothing happens. Like, because when you don't do shit, people just start throwing stuff and going here, and it's not like as regulated as it would be if like me or, you know, some of my other partners and people, then something bad happens and it fucks it up for everybody. So I'd rather it like be like, you know.
Oh, it's like if you're not, if you guys aren't doing stuff, it creates this vacuum, and somebody else will fill that.
And
vacuum,
somebody can,
but
also just like I said, it's still like you remember I was talking about the parameters that even kind of make sure you're cultivating and like protecting some of the scenes, and you know what I'm saying. It's fickle because I mean, all it takes is like somebody do some crazy, some dudes come in and roofie you a bunch of girls, and you know what I'm saying. Now that's like you're attached. Your event is attached. Or people like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's something bad. And you're just like, oh Lord.
Yeah, so you're just worried because you've seen it happen.
Not worried.
Not worried, but you're aware of what can happen if things go wrong at these venues and then the city starts having a bad taste
now
in its
they're
mouth
coming
about
around
our
and
scene.
snooping and sniffing around.
Yeah, shutting shit down.
Yeah, because, you know, I always say, like, I move where it's just like, you know, ask for forgiveness, not permission. You know what I'm saying? It's just literally just like, let's just do it. Let's not hold up and do it, like, wait to do it the right way. Of course, on a grandiose scale, we're going to do it right. But when it's just some, like, yo, let's just get up and have a good time, or, like, let's just throw an event in this building and throw an event across the street at the same time, and you throw an event at the same time across this street. And now you got 4 events at the same time, and people are literally just going back and forth. It's a block party. But if you would have went to the city and was like, we're trying to throw a block party, well, you got to get permits, you got to get out. Like, why didn't we just throw 4 private events at the same time and activate the whole shit? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's within the rules about, I can't help that people want to leave my venue and go to the next door's venue and then go to the next person's venue and then hang out in the walkway in the parking lot. I can't help that. I can't help that the dude got a little private shop in the back and he wants to just pull a grill out and make some food and give people free hot dogs. It's not a block party though. It's just a bunch of people hanging out.
Do you have any information on if something in the water's coming back next year?
No,
You don't have any information, or it's not coming back?
I don't have any information.
Okay. I feel like you do.
I
It's all
don't.
good. It's all good.
Y'all gonna
No,
leave me
man.
alone, man.
You were the local person to hit up about like something in the water related. I remember you were like,
I was
you were
out.
like when something in the water happens, you turn your phone off for like a month or some shit.
Yeah, I'm gone.
No, that's what happened.
What?
I remember that. We haven't spoke since then.
What?
You thought I wasn't gonna ask you about that because look,
What?
you know on this
What?
on this platform, I ask the hard hitting questions.
What's hard hitting?
What the people want to know?
What do the people want to know?
Something in the water announced their ticket sales. They sold the tickets that day. You were there. You were part of that. People came, got their tickets.
I seen it.
Then they canceled it that same day.
They canceled it.
Let's not leave this
canceled
part
it in
out.
the line.
Let's
What?
not leave this part out.
What?
You hopped on a flight and left the country when that happened.
That was going to happen regardless. I was out regardless, dog. Get up out of here. I was out regardless. I don't care if this shit sold out that day or anything. I was out. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
But no, it was funny though. It was funny. It didn't look like that, but
It looked like that.
it was
really looked
because
like
that was
that.
literally the next.
He
If
like
you look
on
at
the
the
plane and
story. He's like, damn.
They ran him out the city.
No, but nah, man, on some real shit, that was to the testament of, man's just he wanted to put a high quality event. Like if you're gonna be charging people and shit, you want to put the highest utmost. Like you don't want to half-ass anything. And around that time, you got to think that was already a date that was moved and all this other crazy shit. And then you got the city holding you rent. Give us a lineup. You know what I'm saying? And then lineups are leaking and fake this. And then it's just like around that time of year, it's just hard to even like, you got to think the way he does a lot of the bookings is favors and stuff. So you're not going to get it all the way locked in until the last minute. But even the magic of not having everything, and the city has so many leaks in their office, like the magic of having some surprise anticipation. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, as you can see, the whole festival, model and scene of it is just getting washed. Like,
What do you mean?
festivals are not doing as successful as they were.
Oh, all festivals.
Big
Rolling
lineup
Loud,
festivals and shit.
whatever
Yeah,
it is.
all that shit. It's
Well,
like,
I think
it's just
that
getting
people
old.
can't afford it, bro.
That's
tickets
what
are
I'm
like $400 or
But it's still
$500.
getting old. It's just like whatever. Why would I go spend $9,000 here when I can see the same exact lineup? You know what I'm saying? It'd be the same lineups and all this shit.
I get it.
So then when it's a curated lineup, and then you gotta like protect the magic, like that festival wasn't to be a festival talked about around the nation. That was a festival for us.
I didn't understand the whole lineup thing while the city was pressuring him because literally in the first Something in the Water, they dropped the tickets without the lineup and it was sold out and it was fire.
That was the thing. They were just, the city was just trying to run like some kind of stipulations and this, that, and the third, and you're doing this and we need this. And I'm telling you, man, it's like it's funny that a lot of our acting leaders and people that's ahead of these positions are just, it's just culture, just self-sabotage out here. It's crazy. Like I've done shit for the city and in the city, for the city, like doing an event for the city, and the city needs to get a permit to clear something, and the city don't even clear the permit for the city to do it. So then I'm like, y'all not even working together, and then like it's just crazy. Like when I started getting in there and really working with the city on stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I thought y'all had shit together. I thought y'all was responsible.
Well,
It's crazy. Don't get me wrong. It's like there's people that do their job very well, but it's still a lot of, it's just not what you think it is. It's still humans in different branches and shit, right? So then you got like, when you look even at just our area, bro, it's like the mayors of the cities be beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's to the top. Like,
is there mayor beef happening?
no, I mean, it's you can ask me, but it's definitely the city beef of Virginia Beach and Norfolk. Like
I think Newport
their
News has
cities.
one of the youngest mayors in the
He
country.
the coolest too.
Yeah, I might have him at the post office on some
You
random
gotta
shit.
get him out here, man.
I'm gonna reach out again because this was like I think a year or two ago.
He said he was down.
He said he was down, but I think he was just saying that. He gave me his number though. But this was at the time when I don't know if you remember where the 6-year-old brought a gun to school. And
Oh
shot
yeah,
his
yeah,
teacher.
yeah.
At that time, our mayor of Newport News got on the news, and it was like the day before I saw him at the post office. I knew that's how I knew what he looked like because I had just saw him on the news.
Yeah.
I'm at the post office dropping some shit off, and I'm like, bro, I was like, are you the mayor? He was like, yeah. We started talking, whatever. I was like, you have a podcast. I'm gonna try to reach out to him again.
Yeah. You should.
You spoke to the mayor at what was Coastal Mod that one day. I was there. Did that make any impact on the scene? Like, did that have any impact?
Overall, the whole layout of, because that was the election series, the term, and that I just like the fact that, all right, here's the sitting acting mayor right now. The news stations, nobody knew what the hell was going on. It was like, what is this? And who is this Bugman guy? You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is this?
I got the flyer right there. Was it?
Yeah, it says
No,
Bugman, a.k.a.
That was
what?
Niles up there.
It
But
says
you did have
a.k.a.
y'all had a
Bugman.
box and shit up there, so they're like, the mayor's about
It
to box
said
somebody?
AKA Bugman, but when Channel 3 did it, I told them to put Bugman up there.
Okay.
But still, it's just like, why is the mayor sitting down with
this DJ?
this random, just, you know what I'm saying? And why is it called, what is it, a debate? What are they talking about? So it was like us creating that storm, but then it goes into a point where all the other mayors that wanted to run for that position, you know what I mean? Who are y'all to be like, I want to be the mayor, and y'all not even trying to sit down with us?
Did he get elected?
Ooh,
That guy?
Bobby did, yeah. He got reelected, but that was the thing. Like he was the mayor already at the time, and then he got reelected.
Okay.
But then it's like the other mayors out here campaigning and doing shit. We reached out to them, and they don't want to sit down. Like, well, if the acting mayor would sit down with us, then who are you to think that you should be mayor if you're not trying to sit down with the people at least?
Well, that reminds me, like on a higher level, with this recent presidential race with Trump and Kamala, she didn't really want to do all these podcasts. And a lot of people say that cost her the election.
Well, you know, yeah, that's the thing too. But because that man he's made all his shit off of him being him. So it's like he's recovered from any antic or anything that, but you know, her on the other hand, her just even being, you know, a categorized black woman and then a woman. It's like you got to be so careful of what you need to say, but you got to think at that time, she wasn't trained up to that point because they self-sabotaged themselves halfway through the fucking trying to hide Joe Biden.
Joe Button.
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Button. Joe Biden.
Byron.
Take you out to dinner. But
they swore that he was fine.
That's what I'm
He's
saying,
in
but
great
they
condition.
sabotaged. They
He's
should
doing
have been
push-ups, sit-ups.
They should have been
He's
got him
fucking
out the
old.
way so she could be prepared for that.
Honestly,
She didn't get to prepare for those
what could have
questions.
saved Joe Biden? If he would have got some head, if Joe Biden would have got some head from somebody in the Oval Office, that would have saved him. America would have loved him after that. Like he still got it. He's kicking.
Come on, man. You might be right, man.
I think I get what you're saying about Kamala. I don't know.
Booty chain.
She just felt like, to me, she just felt more
that ain't got nothing to do.
like a more institutional. She was like more part of the institution. That's how it felt to me. It was like less real. It was more like scripted. She's reading teleprompters. Like I feel like I couldn't really decipher who the real her was.
I mean, I don't care about none of them.
I get it. Last question I meant to ask you this when we spoke about the pop-up restaurant. You're going to be in the cook-off at Cousins Festival?
No, we already did.
That happened already?
Yeah. That was for Juneteenth. They were doing like a Juneteenth ticket.
Oh, it's not at the actual Cousins Festival.
Nah, it was like a ticket joint.
How was that?
It was good, man.
Did you win?
They about to announce it.
Oh, okay.
In some way, but it was good. It's up in the air. I heard pretty high raves about some shit. Shout out to
I think
Team
you were
Gabe.
a part of a team, right? What did you guys make?
This is Gabe Niles. They did Team Gabe Niles. They made me name it to Gabe Niles, but at first we wanted to name it Zaga Zao just because
What the fuck?
they just wanted to put my name up there.
Okay.
They had to put me up there. But yeah, shout out to Myron Mizzle, Chris.
Oh, Myron was with you up there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man. Me and Myron ain't nobody really.
I gotta get him up here. I think he's supposed to be opening up his new restaurant soon, right?
Yeah, you gotta get him up here, man. Myron,
We've been talked about
Myron, look, Myron is, if you get him up here, he gonna spill some tea. You want to get some juicy stuff? He know a little bit about everything. He ready to air shit out. So, anyways, yeah, we made. They did like the 3 categories: best swing, best burger, best shish kebab.
Oh, so everybody made the same stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
but your own way. And yeah, I heard my wings was out of the park. And then my grill masters, Myron and Chris, their experience on the grill definitely helped drive the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was great, man. It was really good. Beautiful. And like stuff like that, man. Those kind of things, that's free, man. People walking by can believe all this food is free. And it's just like, what, each team, it was 600 wings, like 120, like these kebabs, fat, loaded kebab. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so people just can walk by, get it for free, and I'm sure there was like judges that were actually eating.
well, no, you walk
it.
up, and you go to the team's table, and you get the wings, and they hand you a color ticket, and then whatever one you like the best, you put that ticket in the bucket.
Oh, so the public was just a judge.
Yeah.
Random people just walking up trying it.
People that came to get tickets for this Cousins Festival, people that was walking by, be like, yo, coming in, they can't believe they're coming off the Spirit of Norfolk. They got the Pride Fest right there. It was great.
Okay.
And like those kind of things, they go down and people be like, oh, I wish I would have known about this. You know what I mean? Or they just sleep on it. And it's unfortunate because it's just like, that is the shit that needs to be on the news and that kind of stuff, forefront. And then, you promote it and people, you go through your story, they pass it. Like when you put it on your story or anything, and they comment on some meme or something, but it's just like all the information is always there. And then when they see the event going on, like, why ain't nobody telling me about this? And this, that, and the third, I'm just like, all right. So, I just really want to put it out there for people to do their research.
Do your research.
And it's out there, guys. Okay?
Come on. Gabe, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Great catching up. Love what you do out here. Definitely an inspiration to me, to a lot of people, I'm sure. Yeah, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. All bros links will be in the description. Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, man. This is work. This is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's documented. It's history.
Come on.
Imagine if you weren't doing this.
I can't even imagine it at this point. Honestly, I don't even think. I feel like my life didn't exist before this. For documenting stuff.
No, like the whole world flood out. You would have drowned. Your worst nightmare would have came true.
Come on. We'll see you guys soon. Come out to some events in the city. There's always stuff going on, especially this summer. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Man, you got water here all the world, man. God,
yeah, I'm sorry.
Offer it.
That happens every episode, bro. I literally, because I think people would assume that's for them. And then at the end, I'm like, yo, by the way, that water is for you. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on in the city this summer, man. You guys come out and enjoy something. Yeah, see y'all soon.
Bye.